Alright, hey guys. I actually had someone send me a message yesterday, and I'm just going to read it because I feel like if I read it, then I can, better respond to it. So, yeah. So, this is what it said. It said, God, today I felt so strongly that I was not a girl, and I found ace bandages. I know they're horrible, it was a one-time thing, but I felt so nice. I looked like a boy, but also I know that I'm not fully a boy, even though I don't know what I am. But I want to cut my hair anyways, but I can't buy a binder, and I'm scared to cut my hair, and I just don't know what to do or why I'm telling you this. I don't know what I am or what I want, and even if I did, I couldn't do anything about it because I'm scared and confused. And I wanted to kind of address that because as a non-binary, agender person, I was very much going through that same thing a couple years ago. I didn't realize what it was, though, until I found a name for it, which, for me, as I said, is agender. I don't have a gender. All my life I grew up and I never felt like anything, but I just assumed that that was the way that everyone felt, and that what made you, a gender was your body parts or whatever, which isn't true at all. And that's the reason that you're feeling that way, is because you're starting to realize those things, that, gender, you're not always going to be cisgendered, and it sounds like you might not be. Just from what you said about not feeling like something. A cisgender person, they're going to I don't think they're really ever going to question what they are. They're always going to feel that they are a woman, if they have a vagina, or a man if they have a penis, whatever. But there are some people, like myself, and what it sounds like maybe you, who we don't fall in that. We fall on the trans binary or the trans spectrum. And the fact that you seem to be experimenting, I guess, with your gender, it's confusing now. But the only way to find what you are is to really get involved with the community, really talk to people who have been through what it is you're going through, who can help you. And I know that you said you want to cut your hair, which is fine. Do whatever you need to feel comfortable in your body and feel comfortable in your gender or lack of gender. But I just want to say that you don't have to look a certain way to be what you are. As an agender person, I'm probably expected to look really androgynous and all that stuff, and I can make myself look that way if I want to, but 90% of the time I'm presenting very feminine. And I like to wear dresses, I like to wear skirts, I like to do my makeup, and I like to have my hair a little bit long. I'm not going to cut it all off just to fit what other people expect me to look like just because of my gender identity, and you shouldn't either. And if that would make you feel more comfortable with everything, if cutting your hair to feel more like a boy, or more like whatever it may be that you were feeling, then, go for it. Because if it helps you, then that's important, but I do want you to know that you don't have to do that. Someone could be built like a brick house, and their name could be Kenny, and they could still be a girl, So, that's kind of that. And I know that you said that the ace bandage thing was a one-time thing, but please make sure that it was a one-time thing, because that could really hurt you. And I have a binder, but I actually don't wear my binder very often because, as I was discussing just a moment ago, like, you don't have to flatten your chest, you don't have to do anything, like, to be a boy or to be a gender or to be, anywhere on the trans spectrum. Like, you don't have to change yourself from looking like a girl in order not to be a girl. And if I keep, like, looking down, it's because I keep, like, looking at your message, so. The only thing I can really say is to really get involved, like, with the community, whether that be, like, online or in person, because I know all of my support has to come from online and through friends, because there are no, like, where I live, there are no LGBT communities. Well, I mean, there is a community, but it's not like where you see a lot of cities and stuff, or a lot of, like, college campuses and all that. Like, they have like, meetups and all that stuff. Like, my city doesn't have that at all. Nowhere in my area has that at all. So all of my support has to come from, like, a different community, not an in-person community. And obviously, I can be part of that community if you need me to. If you need to talk about these things, then you can message me, and I'm always, like, willing to talk about it, because it is an important thing, like, to sort out, I guess. But it's also important to know that, like, gender can be fluid as well. So, you might be feeling this way now, and I'm not, that's not to say that any time that your gender identity changes, that the last one that you had was fake, because that's not true at all. Like, everything that you're feeling is valid at all times. But what I am saying is that, you might be feeling this way now, and you might be feeling confused, but then one day, after, networking with other people and all that, you might have everything figured out. And it might even turn out that one day you're going to feel as the gender that you had assigned at birth. So that's that as well. So yeah, I guess that's about all I can really say about it. It's kind of hard to talk to just, like, a camera instead of, like, having you here so that I can, like, talk to you face to face. But I did want to answer your question this way rather than in text, because even if it's a little bit awkward and I'm probably rambling, like, I still feel like it's more important for you to hear it from someone than to just read it. So, yeah, I hope it helped a little bit. And if you ever need help with anything, then I'm always here. If you need support, then I'm always here. And yeah, I'll talk to you. And I love you. I'll see you later.